getting the love from my state. What do I do to keep the...
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second down and 5. Throwing is Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Akers has got the first down and then some. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And outbounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Bucs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Throwing now is Brady. And he finds Gronk. No gain on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw here to his running back. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Brady. Going up top for Miller. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford going up top for Kupp. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll begin here with Bernard. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the picture. It's 2nd and inches. At the 36.
Here's Brady to throw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Brady's throw complete there to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
To throw is Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
On the return is Brandon Powell. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll dump this off to Akers. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this one goes incomplete. A first misfire there after 6 straight completions, and it leads to 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball teams, the ones that really defend. And we talk about the length that they have and able to get their hands on balls and have deflections and knock them away. That's what we're seeing here. Very difficult to get a pass into a receiver because there's always someone in the lanes.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the screen, Bernard. Not much there, only a yard.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Quick completion here to Johnson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to eliminate the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Powell. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10, Stafford again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's William Golston there who fought his way in to make the play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Stafford. A quick pass to Cup. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it again with Fournette. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Now they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can
rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Jason Pierre-Paul. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, that's complete to his tight end Higbee.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Stafford. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Ndamukong Suh in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Fournette once more on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So now Stafford and the Rams down 20-10. 1:11 to go. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He completes it to Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.